Chapter 5. Soil. Soil is the topmost soft layer of the Earth's surface. Soil is one of our most important natural resources because plants grow on it and we depend on plants for food. You know that the surface of the Earth consists of rocks and soils. Rocks are hard. They are made of minerals. They differ in size, shape, color, composition, and use. Graphite, sandstone, marble, granite, and pumice are some of the common types of rocks. Formation of soil. The formation of soil occurs over very long periods of time. It can take up millions of years to turn the basic materials of rocks into soil of just 1 inch. Rocks provide basic material for the formation of soil. Wind, water, and temperature continuously breaks the rocks. This results in breaking down of rocks into smaller and smaller pieces. These smaller pieces are carried away by wind and water. When they rub against each other, they further break down into smaller particles like pebbles, gravel, and sand. These particles get mixed with humus and form soil. Types of soil. There are 3 types of soil: loamy soil, sandy soil, and clay soil. Clay soil. It is made up of clay. It contains very small particles and is very smooth to touch. There is very little space between the particles. It can hold a lot of water. It is found in ponds and river beds. Sandy soil. It is made up of sand. It is yellow, gray, or light brown in color. The particles are loosely packed and there is a lot of space between the particles. It is mostly found in deserts or on the seashores. Loamy soil. This soil is a mixture of sand and clay. It can hold enough water and air. It also has humus in it. This soil is the best for the growth of plants. Soil erosion. The natural forces like running water and wind are responsible for eroding the top fertile soil. The blowing and carrying away of soil by natural forces is called soil erosion. Human activities like cutting of trees on a large scale, deforestation, and building roads and industries have accelerated the rate of soil erosion. Soil erosion is also increased due to overgrazing of animals. Soil erosion removes the precious topsoil from the farmlands and turns them barren, on which food crops and other useful plants do not grow well. So, we must try to stop soil erosion. Conservation of soil. Preventing soil from being washed away or blown away by natural forces is called soil conservation. We can adopt the following measures to conserve soil. By plantation. We can prevent soil erosion by planting more and more plants in the open grounds. The roots of the trees, grasses and shrubs hold the soil together firmly. They do not let the top fertile soil be washed away. By terrace farming. In hilly regions, the flow of rainwater is very rapid. This water washes away a lot of the topsoil. At such places, soil erosion can be checked by making terraces on the slopes. Terraces reduce the speed of flowing water and therefore prevent soil erosion. By constructing dams and embankments. The construction of dams and embankments along rivers will prevent soil erosion by controlling the speed of the running water. By stopping overgrazing. The topsoil becomes loose due to overgrazing by animals and is easily blown or washed away. Stopping overgrazing can prevent soil erosion. Overgrazing can be stopped by erecting fences around the newly grown trees. Categories of soil. The main categories of soil are alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountainous soil, desert soil, and peat soil. Each category of soil contributes differently to the vegetation. This is described as follows. Alluvial soil. It is formed by the deposition of silt brought down by rivers. Alluvial soil is fertile and supports the growth of paddy, sugarcane, plantation, herbaceous plant, etc. Red soil. Red soil has a high content of iron and it favors the growth of gram, groundnut, castor, etc. Black soil. Black soil is rich in minerals but has less content of nitrogen. It favors the growth of cotton, tobacco, jowar, ragi, maize, etc. Laterite soil. Laterite soil is formed by the weathering of laterite rocks. Laterite soil is generally poor on the higher levels and cannot retain moisture. In the plains, however, it consists of heavy loam and clay and can retain moisture. Mountainous soil. Forest soil is rich in organic matter and humus. It is found in the Himalayas and other mountain regions. Crops like tea, coffee, spices, and tropical fruits are grown in this type of soil. Desert soil. This soil is generally deficient in nitrogen and humus. It is generally infertile. Peat soil. Peat soil contains large accumulations of humus, organic matter, and soluble salts. This soil is highly saline. Points to remember. Soil is the topmost soft layer of the Earth's surface. It takes several years for various types of rocks to change into soil. The blowing and carrying away of soil by natural forces is called soil erosion. The protection of soil from being washed away by natural forces is called soil conservation. The main categories of soil are alluvial soil, black soil, laterite soil, and peat soil.